Guys, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but then I saw this coming. Tottenham have sacked Thomas Frank. The Tottenham coach has been sacked. I saw this coming. Now, this might sound crazy. You can call me a prophet. I won't argue with you. 1 month ago, when Mohammed Kudus got injured, this is what I said exactly when he got injured. Guys, watch the video and hear exactly what I said. Just listen. Small logo on it. You see, the whole thing is looking in a certain way. And if he does not start getting the results, I'm sorry, by the time Kudus will return from injury, there will be a different coach there. Yeah, because currently his job is on the line now, not only for performance, but then things happening outside the pitch. So guys, you have seen the video, you heard exactly what I said. Look, if you call me Prophet Adam, I won't argue with you. I won't argue with you at all because I saw it coming. Now, let me tell you exactly what Tottenham posted on their socials concerning this. Now, they state that the club has taken decision to make a change in the men's head coach position, and Thomas Frank will leave today. Thomas was appointed in June 2025, and we have been determined to give him the time and support needed to build for the future together. However, the results and performances have led to the board to conclude that a change at this point in the season is necessary. Throughout his time at the club, Thomas has conducted himself with unwavering commitment, giving everything in his efforts to move the club forward. We would like to thank him for his contribution and wish him every success in the future. What they are trying to say politely is that Thomas Frank has been sacked immediately, effectively, today. As simple as that. Look, let me just explain the situation to you and why Tottenham decided to take this drastic measure. When Mohammed Kudus got injured, they were playing against Sunderland. Now, the reason why I made that statement is that when Kudus returns, it is either two things. Either he's meeting Thomas Frank or he's meeting a new coach was because of the bad performances in the EPL. Now, in 2026, Tottenham have not won a single EPL game. It's crazy. 8 games without a win in 2026. That is crazy. I'm telling you, it is crazy to the extent that they are outside, just outside the relegation zone. The only difference in point is 5 points. Now, the team right under them is Nottingham Forest. Go and check Nottingham Forest's last 5 games. They are performing well. After Nottingham Forest, West Ham. Go and check West Ham's last 5 games. Performing very well. They even played 1-1 with Manchester United. On form Manchester United, West Ham were able to play 1-1 against them. So the team thought this way that, look, Nottingham are doing well. West Ham are doing well. Leeds United are doing well. If we don't do things right, and we don't win our next 2 games, we will now be battling for survival in the EPL. They don't want what happened last season to happen this season. What is this? So Tottenham decided to act very fast. Very, very fast. Let's be very honest. You and I, for the support or the love we have for Mohammed Kudus, we have some attachment to the Tottenham team. As simple as that. Because before Mohammed Kudus, most of us were not supporting Tottenham. We love and support Mohammed Kudus, and wherever he goes, we follow him. That is why we still love Tottenham as things stands right now. But their performances have been bad. But one will be saying, but they are doing well in the UCL. They have an automatic spot to go to the knockout round and everything. Look, you can't hide behind what they did in the UCL and say that performance is good. Winning the Europa League against Manchester United has been a curse more than a blessing if you don't know. Because Tottenham do not have the players to play in so many competitions. Look at Manchester United. Look at Manchester United. Because they don't play so many games, they are performing well. You understand? But Tottenham do not have the players. Look at the injuries they have. Madison, Kulusevski, Mohammed Kudus, the list goes on. Meanwhile, Thomas Frank has signed players to the tune of around 230 million. And to be getting this kind of results, even your own bosses will not be happy with you. It is as simple as that. Look, they have given him more than enough time to turn things around. But yesterday, yesterday was just what broke the camel's back. You understand? Against Newcastle United, they were not able to win. They lost that game by 2-1. And I don't get all this because when the season started, When the season started, they were performing very well. So what changed? What happened? Thomas Frank, what happened? He had the opportunity to even win an European trophy, the Super Cup. He messed it up completely. Look, we want the best for Tottenham, as simple as that. But currently, this is the right move from Tottenham. They need to bring in someone who can get the job done, who can turn things around. Because Tottenham, as a stand, they just won the Europa League. So I want to add them to at least one of the teams that are doing well in Europe and also are doing well in the league. Last season, they did not do well. You don't want to repeat the same mistake. Meanwhile, you are playing in different competitions. So if you are doing that, you will suffer a lot. You will suffer a lot. And I think Tottenham has taken the right decision. A lot of people will not agree with me, but I think the Europa League they won has been a curse. Imagine winning the Europa League just last season. For you to be at the same place you were last season in the EPL. What are you trying to tell me? No, it has not been good. And this is the point where people will have to be very compassionate. You understand? With Mohammed Kudus. You understand? Mohammed Kudus has 2 goals and 5 assists in the EPL. Even with those numbers, he's been lambasted every day that he's not doing what people expect of him. Oh, Kudus is not scoring goals. He's not giving the assist. You think it's easy in a Tottenham team like this, that are suffering like this? Even Xavi Simons, or yeah, the highest paid player in the club, look at the way he's suffering. Look at the way he's finding it difficult in the club like this. Sometimes when I look at Tottenham, I kind of appreciate what Mohammed Kudus has done so far for them. Because it's not easy to get that kind of numbers in a setting like this. In a team that is not winning, to be able to get those numbers, it is impressive. So for that alone, Kudus has done well. You understand? It's just unfortunate that within these last few games that they would have needed Kudus, now he's injured. But it's part of football. Injuries are part. And I don't understand how they were not able to get forward players. The transfer window was opened. You went to sign Gallagher. I have no problem with signing Gallagher. But it was so clear that you needed an out-and-out right winger. You did not go and get out to get one. You kept on playing players out of position. You see, Thomas Frank makes the things up so much throughout the season. If I ask you to name Tottenham first 11 for me, you can't. You see, Manchester United, when Carrick took over, it was so easy to predict the first 11. Maybe changes will come, maybe 1 or 2. But the first 11, you already know. From goalkeeper to forward, you already know. Tottenham, you can never tell. I'm telling you, the entire team, you can never tell. Today, different set of people, different set of players, you can never tell. The coach did not really get things the way he would have gotten it at Tottenham. It's not like they didn't get him players, they got him players a lot. You understand? But then, how to get his first 11, maybe his defensive pair, it was difficult. His forward, it was difficult. Today, he's playing Matista, Richarlison. Today, this, today, that. It was just difficult. It was so clear. The coach was finding it difficult at Tottenham Hotspur. And for me, look, this might be the good thing for Mohammed Kudus. I don't know whether he thinks so or whether you think so. But at this point, we need Tottenham winning. The team is important. Forget about your personal relationship with the coach. He was not doing well. You understand? So the team needs to go out there and bring someone who can change things. Someone who can deliver Tottenham from where they have sunk so deep. Where they are is very dangerous. We are talking about the second half of the season, where they are very, very dangerous. So they need a coach who can just help them from where they are. That is the only thing. Right now, the options are not there plenty like that. But then if they go out there, trust me, they are going to get a good coach to take over the job to the end of the season so that at least they don't get relegated. Because look, relegation is very close. It's just 5 points difference. 5 point difference. Where they are is dangerous. I'm trying to tell you the truth. It's not like they are going to win the UCL. Tottenham is not going to win the UCL. It's a fact. They are not going to win. Now, if you are so you think you can win the EPL? You can win the UCL? You can win the UCL. If you are not seeing top, you can win the UCL. It's a fact. You understand my point? It's just rather unfortunate their star man, their key man, Mohammed Kudus, since his injury now, you notice the time he started getting the whole injury now, that team now, photo. I said, you understand my point? It has, oh God. Look, I'm feeling for the team because at this moment we have some attachment to the team. If you love Mohammed Kudus, then you know you have some attachment to Tottenham. Anytime they play, you sit there and say, hey, is this Tottenham? You understand? So this time around, I think people will now be sitting there and be like, hey, Kudus try. You understand? In a team like this, Kudus has done well. It's not easy. It's not easy. 8 games, the whole of 2026, no win in the EPL, no win. It's either they lose or draw. Why? It is dangerous. It is dangerous because if they continue like that, Thomas Frank, he knows they would have been in relegation. So guys, this is the latest update, and I think this is the best thing that could have happened to Tottenham as at this point. You understand? Before they dug themselves deeper. So to me, perfect, el perfecto. But who should take over the realms of affairs? You understand? Let me know that down below in the comments. So many coaches out there. The options are limited, but then there are still so many coaches out there that can take on the job. My name is Adam. I'm going to leave it here. Definitely, if you love Kudus, definitely you would love to say something about this. Let me know all that down below in the comments. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.